Hey everyone, so I hope everyone is enjoying this beautiful fall weather that for us finally came to Texas. I know for some of y'all have been enjoying it for a while, and then I know we have some that haven't gotten any yet, but hopefully it will come your way soon. Today we were going to talk about Pitfall number 2, which is tapping into the same friend circles. So we're going to cover a little bit of this because it goes more into depth in chapter 8. And so when we get there, we'll go more into depth. But one of the biggest things that I've noticed, and I'm sure all of you have noticed, is that at some point you kind of have tapped out your friends. And what do you do when that happens? Well, it's a hard one. So one of the things that you have to be willing to do in this business is to talk to new people, go new places, mom groups, kids groups. If you're a senior, go to senior groups, go to do all sorts of stuff, because it's about meeting new people and it's about developing relationships. So the more people you meet, the more relationships you make, and the more friend circles they have. So that's kind of the secret, is tapping into your friend circles. So one thing I noticed on my team is, at first I had a whole bunch of signups because I had all these friends that it was new and it was great. Well, then when some of them started doing the business, well, guess what? We're in the same friend circles. So I had to kind of be like, okay, these are, your family, so let's put them on your team. And, that kind of tapped me out a little bit. And then I realized, well, they have a lot of friends that, they may not quite be ready to do the business, but I can do the business, and then I can put them in their downline. So that's been a really awesome thing. So I've hosted classes for some of my downline team. And, for their family, I give them the credit. For their friends, I take the sponsorship, and, I take the enroller and I give them the sponsorship. And it's been really, really helpful in my business and in their business, because sometimes for newbies, it's a little scary. They do want to do the business, but they don't exactly, know how it works, and they want to see the payoff. So when they get, some credits on their account and they can get free oils, it's really inspiring. So I recommend, and Game Plan recommends, that you tap into your friends and you ask 3 friends to invite 50 people to your classes. And I know that sounds really overwhelming, and we've all asked for 10 or 15, but I will tell you, 50 friends really isn't that hard. But the very, very important part, and we'll go into this more in chapter 8, is that when they invite friends to your classes, if they're not the host, they need to go in and edify you and say something, this is my girl Rachel, and she's doing this amazing class on essential oils, and, whatever it is, they need to go in and edify you, or you're just something that they shared and they don't know you. So it's really, really important to do that. And another really awesome tip for expanding your friend circle, 1, you can do vendor events, but 2, really is using the oils in public. And Kristen had talked about this a couple months ago when she was at the grocery store, and I kind of thought it was crazy, but then I had one of my downline, Charlene, who happened to be in HEB in the essential oil section, and somebody was looking at not so good oils, and so she handed out information. And sometimes nothing comes of it, but it's about getting comfortable and talking about them. And usually if you're using oils in front of them, they're going to ask. Everybody asks. And it's always about getting them on, or getting the oils on them. And that's been a real big thing, or a big change in my business, is just using them in public. And so that's a really good way too. I really recommend, though, is expanding your circle. As you want to build your business, you want to get your name out there. So join different groups, get together with different things. It's going to help your business. It's going to be fun. And it's how you build your business. You need people. This business is based on relationships and people, and it's a team effort. So you have to like people. If you don't like people, you have to learn to like people. So that's my tips for today, and that's kind of some of the tips that Sarah Harnish gives us in a lot of the roundtables, but we will go way more in depth as we start getting into more of the chapters. So next week we'll talk about number 3, and we'll go from there. I'll see y'all later.